even know if I actually remember Tweety. What was the thing that Tweety was in? Tweety Bird?
I know that the cat was Sylvester. That's all I know.
What was it called? That show?
I don't know. Because I know it wasn't Looney Tunes.
You'd swear I've never watched cartoons because I don't remember a lot of detail.
How?
Because I have a terrible memory, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I guess it's... I wanted to say Krispy Kreme donuts suck. Fuck Krispy Kreme.
They don't suck, but like they don't live up to the hype.
In my opinion, before I get sued, that was my opinion.
Yeah.
Not Krispy Kreme sucks.
However, if Krispy Kreme wants to do a campaign,
they can do it for you. I'm out.
No, it's aligned with my brand.
Tyrant.
It's aligned with my brand. I will definitely do a campaign of Krispy Kreme. Shit. You're listening to Conversations Without Context, Conversations Without Context, Conversations Without Context, Conversations Without Context.
Is this like poetry night? Slam poetry or something? I'm sorry. I used to love slam poetry, but now I don't.
No,
I got tired.
So there's very few that's actually good. That doesn't sound cringe to me or corny.
Right?
Because sometimes I'll be listening like, this is cringe. I can hear something where I'm like, you're gonna hate this in 5 years. There's certain poetries I'm like,
yeah,
you're gonna hate this in 5 years. You're gonna be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Like a lot of the poetry. I don't know if you used to listen to this YouTube channel, Button Poetry.
Yeah.
Yes! A lot of the stuff now, I'm like, fuck, ew.
Yeah, it's a bit cringe.
Slightly.
Which I think it's probably why I take so long to write things, because I don't want to be like in 5 years time cringe.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they take it forever too. Like, I'm not gonna say like they just wing it. Yeah. Because I mean, some of those things are really practiced, and they're practicing breath, technique, cadence, all of that stuff.
Breath, technique, cadence. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm done. I'm sorry.
So
J. Cole, I'm looking at you. Sorry.
What did J. Cole do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just corny. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
No, but all rappers are.
True.
Let's be honest. There's some lines I'm like, you didn't have to say that, but you were filling up a bar.
Logic? Ooh.
A lot of rappers. Even down to Jay, down to Biggie.
Yeah. Okay. Like, anyway, I'm done talking about rap.
We all have lines where we're like, okay. Yo, Eminem has an album full of those.
He has a whole discography.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's weird with Eminem. I almost prefer him when he's being offensive.
Just Eminem is just... I loved his Stan era.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I prefer him when he's being offensive. Mm-hmm. Because it plays into his style of rapping better. When he does the I'm not afraid.
Oh, I hate.
It's like he raps well. Like but it's very logic-y, right? Mm-hmm. But it's also like, I mean, obviously Logic took it from him, but you know what I mean? Yep. But like it's not that it sounds wheelhouse. It's just like you're not sitting in that pocket very well. Yeah. As well as you sit in the... But again, times have shifted. The people don't like anything that is remotely...
He did make an offensive album recently. It didn't do well.
Which one?
I think it was the last one. I didn't listen to it.
It did well for Eminem fans. Like, again.
True.
So that's all he needs. He doesn't need us.
True.
What does your life from 25 to 30 look like?
It looks like old age homes. It looks like pension funds. It looks like... That's very cliche. I don't know. I do want to go back to study. So I know that a huge part of that phase will be studying or going back into, doing something that I want to do. Mm-hmm.
Pivoting
from restructuring, the company.
Not using my terms. I love that.
We're aligned, in the interim.
The interim. I hate you so much.
But yeah, I really pivoting, changing my life, looking at life.
But also, I think more than looking at your life, it's taking the steering wheel and steering it the way you want it to.
By myself.
And your own...
Kicking out the passenger.
And the control in your earpiece, taking it out.
Yeah.
And being like, I'm gonna do me.
Yeah.
Whatever the result of that is.
Making it sound like it's iRobot, where that one robot like goes rogue and everybody else is like...
Oh, sorry.
But I get what you mean. Yeah. No, the analogy is great.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
What about you? Where do you see 25 to 30 going?
I honestly don't know. I mean, there's two very big paths in which my life could go.
True.
Depending on how...
Well, there's a third one.
Which is what?
Which is,
No.
A bun in the oven?
No. That's not... Even if that were to happen, that's not going to happen before 30. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
That's what I do know for a fact. That will never...
Pulling the stops?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm listening.
There's two major options. I'm gonna work at both, obviously.
Yeah.
And then see once I reach the fork in the road, and that decision has to be made, it'll be made.
I don't know why I thought, like, fork as an F-O-K.
Well, I mean, that fork in the road is a fork in the road, is it not?
True.
Because it's like, a fork, I have to make this decision.
True.
The fork in the road is a fork in the road.
True.
We call that episode The Fork in the Road. Please.
Perfect. We are marketing strategists.
The Fork in the Road.
But yeah.
So it's that. I mean, I don't know. It's either corporate, and I go full force and I try and be good at that.
Yeah.
Or because I mean, it's not like I'd be in a shitty job. Like, I'd be
true.
I'd be able to take care of myself very comfortably.
True.
And I'd be able to save and build wealth and all that jazz. I can do that.
Lincoln Bowl.
But music is the other one. The only problem I'm having with that is like genuinely, like we spoke about it in episode 3, creative block.
Don't ask me. Yeah.
The creative block was a thing, and it's still a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how or when I'll get over that.
Yeah.
And once I do, I would hope that, because I've been doing this for so long in my personal capacity, right? No one really knows. It's kind of weird. I always have this question mark of whether I'll be able to do it professionally without running out of ideas. Because I've been conceptualizing and writing albums technically since I was like 9.
You haven't run out yet? That's 11 years. Oh,
you're
the maths. I'm sorry.
It's 16.
16. My bad. I'm just thinking about 20. The maths in my head was like, okay, 20 and then 2.
You familiar what for maths?
I passed maths, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Comfortably.
Oh, thank you for adding that.
Thank you.
Because, then,
My bad. Listen, I got a distinction for stats. Thanks. I know it doesn't count in university, but anyway.
So, yeah, I've been doing it for almost 16 years. I mean, the last year was pretty much writer's block. But you know what my point is? It's like ideas, and I've expelled what I've needed to do and say because it's expression for me. It's not necessarily clout. It's like I don't give a fuck about all of that jazz.
Yeah.
It's expression. So unless, I mean, I still have more to express, but in my mind it's like, I don't know why I feel like I have to go through more before I get there.
What do you mean? Like the whole thing of having to suffer?
Certain things
struggling artist?
No, I don't believe that's not my testimony. I'll always have a job. I know that. Not when I have two qualifications. What you won't see me do is that. Yeah. I'll work somewhere. I'll give you debits and credits. I'll figure out something.
Yeah.
There's no way that will happen. But it's more of like, there's certain topics I don't want to touch because I haven't gone through them.
Such as?
I mean, it's very little, actually.
Ooh.
It's very little. The only thing that is, will probably just be like being in love.
Okay.
And all that stuff. And like heartbroken. But I can write about heartbreak because heartbreak is not exclusive to romantic.
Yes. It's
quite
broad.
But like in general, like, because I'm thinking like, for me, one of my goals for the end of this year, 2021, for those who are listening in the future.
Check if it happens in the future.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is to become a songwriter for other people, to make an extra go up in the background, royalties, create passive income, you know what I'm saying, all that jazz.
Yes.
Are you having...
No, my back was just sore.
Okay.
No. Why would a stroke look like convulsions?
I don't know. That's the reason why I'm not a doctor.
Wow, okay.
I don't know these things.
I've seen a stroke. It's quite... Wow. Anyway.
Oh, well, let's not...
I'm quite traumatized.
That's another topic for another day. Actually, we could, but then I feel like it'd be too emotional. Let's not.
No, I'm willing to cry.
I'm willing to cry. Please.
I've done it on Instagram too many times.
No, because that must be when we're visual. That can't be now.
Ooh, got it.
Clickbait. I'm gonna use your face as you're crying.
Okay.
Duh.
And then you exaggerate.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that.
And then the title, host cries. Like, you know how they do shit like most emotional,
almost died.
Most emotional episode ever.
That time you just like tripped up the stairs or something.
Like, I hate when they do that so much. Oh my gosh, I almost don't watch videos because of that.
Yeah,
because I know I'm gonna be pissed off because it's not gonna be that.
I don't watch story time videos. I don't watch story time because of that. That's why I'm watching the vaccination stuff.
Yeah, you must send me some of those things. But like email so that I can watch them on here. Because I don't want to watch them
on your cellular.
Yeah.
I think,
Oh, wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
Pause. I can't remember what I was saying. Well, if I get it together musically within this year,
you still have time.
Writing for other people, number one. I have a few people that I have in mind. A couple. Artists.
Been in talks with them?
No, they're big.
Okay.
I'm like one of those people. I'm just gonna like email and let it go.
Yeah.
If they get back to me, they get back to me. If they don't, they don't. If they steal it, I'm a sue.
Send an email to T-Pain. He'll get back to like 15 years or something.
So I have a couple people I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But for me, like, I have the one album that is done, except for I need to just make the beats. You haven't even heard it, really. Well, you heard a couple songs, but
I heard a couple.
Not really.
But it's a while ago.
Yeah, but also, like, nothing much has changed, really.
Okay.
It's in its conceptual phase. It'll probably only be done, like, early next year.
You know what I want to do?
Yeah.
I want to do all the, like... what's it called? I want to, for example, go to another country or go skydiving or other weird stuff. I feel like I didn't do anything from like my teenage years up to now.
Well, maybe we didn't.
Shut up.
You don't have to feel like it. We didn't.
True. I feel like I haven't lived.
But we went to Afrobank.
That was cute and very expensive unnecessarily. Imagine paying 70 rand for a hot dog. Bruh, what the fuck?
That's when I knew it was actually no. And it wasn't even like special. It was literally just a regular schmegular hot dog.
Even the fries, weren't they like 40 rand or something?
They were 60.
Love how we went in with like a couple of hamburgers from
It's so funny, the second day.
Yeah.
Remember I had sold that ticket, right?
Yes.
And so I was trying to get back in, and then these people were searching me, and I'd hidden one of the snack burgers in my bra, but under the titties, right?
Yes.
No, a couple of them, but one of them was in between the titties because it couldn't fit underneath, right?
Yeah.
Caught it. And she was like, no, you have to go eat it. So I went back and I was like pretending to eat it. So I just turned around and found a way to stuff it underneath my boob again, such that she wouldn't catch it.
Yeah.
It took me some time.
How? Because for me, I went straight in and the lady could like feel like there's burgers inside my pockets because I had like 3.
Yeah.
How much did we buy? I think we had like 3 or 4 each or something.
I don't know why they were doing the most and the least at the same time. Like that Hannah especially, she was just a hater. She was just a hater.
But also, listen, I was very reckless at Afropunk.
Yeah, but
the second night.
But the thing is, I also was because I left you.
But also, like
I left you to go to the toilet.
Drunk.
I went to the toilet when I was super drunk.
I was also super drunk.
And it was nighttime, and we should have gone together, honestly.
True.
Because I was super drunk, but I needed to pee, but I also needed to watch Anderson .Park. So
I'm so mad I was too drunk to...
I remember parts of it. I don't remember the whole thing.
I was too drunk to remember anything. After, I forgot everything.
No. I remember I was in and out, but I was standing, and I was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is great. This is Anderson. I remember he was wearing like a blue and green shirt with shorts and his usual Kangol.
Yeah.
That thing only. And his Vans. But I can't remember, like, if I tell you, I couldn't remember his set list, but I just knew that he was there.
But the one...
Did the countdown happen during Tandy Swimmers Wise?
Sorry?
During Tandy Swimmers Wise said. Is that when the countdown happened? I feel like that's when it happened.
Was there?
Wow.
Ma'am, I blacked out probably like around like 10 p.m. or 11
When you say
PM.
blacked out, we're like, you were just sitting past the fuck out.
Ma'am, I passed out.
In that place where you woke up?
Yeah, I woke up at like 3 a.m. No, was it 3 a.m.?
No, and I was looking for you the whole night.
Yo, mdase. This woman dite my one leg, like my one leg is straight, the other one is like bent. Like on my back is like a brick, like those grey construction ones.
Oh my god.
I'm them like
on your back. Did someone try to kill you? What the fuck happened?
I don't. Also, I'm like, I'm seeing the sunrise. I'm like, where the fuck am I? I held on to this one security guard. I'm like, you have to get me back somewhere somehow. We're walking down Constitutional Hill, and there's like the garage there at the bottom.
Yeah. As
we're getting there, this guy's on his phone, like standing by the street. A car comes by, snatches his phone, and like drives off. I'm like, I'm in Joburg. Fuck. It was wild.
Yeah, and I'm busy panicking because I can't find you. My sister's not there, and I'm like, who do I call? I don't call your sister. Did I call your sister? I feel like I called her.
I called her when I was outside the door to call you. Because I was scared to call my parents.
You called your sister to call me?
Yes.
Oh, that's how I spoke to her. Yes, that makes
sense.
Yes. Because I had to go home eventually because I looked for you like a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, you had to, because my phone was going flat. And if I didn't leave now,
you were going to have an Uber
to go. So I was like, okay, I'll charge my phone and then I'll go back.
Bro, I don't even know how I got back. Like,
you're just lucky that the only thing that took it was your phone, bro.
My cards were still with me. Your cards?
Oh, well, obviously.
Yeah.
How they're gonna...
I don't let me in my drunken state cut off and does it.
Oh, no.
You know?
That's the one thing that never makes sense to me, why someone would steal like bank cards. I'm like, but you can't, you don't have the pin. It's not written there. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's so wild for me that how in the introduction of credit cards there were no pins.
Some of them still don't have.
How?
I don't know. Ask America. America, you know. Yeah. And so America and South Africa, we love giving out credit to people who are already over indebted. You're like,
yes.
First of all, this is deviating very far from what you were saying. But in general, we haven't done much. I mean, maybe we should take a road trip. It's one thing we should have done.
Oh, yes.
It just depends on when I have leave.
How many times have you blacked out? I think I've blacked out 4 times.
Maybe 2. Maybe
2 of the times I've been robbed. Well, at Afropunk and then in the area that we grew up in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it happened to be the same night that I made out with my crush in front of everybody. And I don't remember a single thing.
You are so messy. You are so
It was only because
messy.
I was blacked out. Like, okay, with this group of people, we used to... on a weekend, they would make something called umqombothi, which wasn't the actual thing. But they would add like gin and wine and tequila and vodka and and then they'd add like tea to make it like taste good, and we'd all like drink from this like huge bowl.
How do you guys still have livers? What? That actually sounds like a death trap.
Yeah. Anyway.
How do you not get drunk off of 2 glasses is my thing.
I thought glasses were drinking from the bowl straight.
It doesn't matter. Like at some point, it shouldn't take you that long to get gesape.
That's why I blacked out.
Okay, because you're doing too much. The most and nothing at the same time.
Exactly.
I've only maybe twice, nothing more.
It's a shitty experience.
I only remember once clearly, but the other time I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's why I'm gonna give leeway for one more chance.
Yeah.
Usually I don't get. Usually when I get drunk, I don't like to get drunk to the point where I don't understand what's happening. It's uncomfortable.
Feel like, though, you can drink like 5 bottles of wine and still be fine. You have a very high tolerance. It's scary.
I do have a high tolerance, but yeah, no, I don't. I think it's a high tolerance. Plus, also, I don't like not being in control of my body.
Yeah,
and I don't like it because once you lose control, anybody can get you to do anything, and you can lose your stuff and all that jazz. And I'm paranoid and anxious as it is. Yeah. When I'm drunk, it just exaggerates that.
Yeah.
So now I'm always checking my phone. I'm always checking my cards. I'm always like I'm literally always looking at people's bags. I'm like, are you okay? You good? What's happening? Who's fighting? What's happening? Like my mind is on overdrive when it should be relaxing. Only when I'm around people that I trust, where it's like we're sitting at the crib.
That's when I'm like, because I don't. I've only been drunk. Oh, not been drunk. I've only been blacked out in like a familiar setting.
Yeah, no, but that's fine. That's better than
besides Afropunk.
That's better than like clubs. Also clubs, they're just way too expensive, so I always get drunk before I get there. So that I stay, and then by the time we leave I'm on a decline, and then I can drink water before I sleep, and then I'll be fine.
There's this drink at a restaurant called Hudson's on Glove Street called
Hudson's is everywhere.
Okay,
it's a franchise.
The Hudson's in Glove Street.
Yeah.
Called Corona Rita.
Oh, and you drank that?
Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. It's like this, you know those drinks where they have like the ones, like they have the bottle tipped over into the big glass?
Yeah.
It's that.
Oh, okay.
It's so good and so worth it.
How much is it?
I think it was like 40-something rand.
Oh, that's nice.
But listen, I had a bowl and I was buzzing.
Oh, well, I should try it. We should go.
Yeah, we should go, for sure.
Well, we don't have money.
Not now.
We don't have money.
At some point in time. Anyway, what were we talking about?
When we see ourselves in 5 years, but also like
I don't see myself in 5 years.
But also we haven't done a lot of things from teenager to now. So we're playing catch up, is that what you're saying?
Basically, I want to be in a relationship. I want that for me.
Okay.
I don't know how.
No, you give me marriage vibes. If something is serious enough for you, you're
so soon.
I didn't say it would happen now. I just said you give me marriage vibes. But I wouldn't be surprised. But by 30, if you were. So
you can dance. I know that I want a kid at some point, like around 30.
Just one?
No, I want like 4.
4?
If I can afford it.
Oh, the expenses. My mind was just like, oh my gosh.
If I can afford it. But minimum of 2.
I just want you to know that like preschool right now is 2.5 a month.
Yes.
If you're okay.
My baby cousins, they're currently looking for
and
preschool.
And it gets worse when they get to grade 1 because now there's always raffles and things that you must fill in.
Schools make a lot
and
of
fun
money.
Walks and stupid things that require money.
Civvies Day.
And did I say raffles?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. You're paying for Civvies Day. Bitch, it's my clothes. And then you gotta buy, because your kid is gonna lose shit all the time the first 3 years. They're gonna lose their school shorts, their towel, their towel with their name on it, and you're like, how did you lose that? And your name is embroidered on it. It's not even like it's like a no, it's yeah, it's in there.
Okay,
name and surname. They can't confuse it.
There's only one of you.
There's only one of you. They lose swimming caps. Blazers cost so fucking much. It's a lot.
He's lost a blazer?
No, he hasn't lost a blazer to buy one.
Oh, true.
Everything, school bags. Oh my god. School bags. Stationery list at the end of the year. Tell you what, buy the stationery list at the end of the year in November. Don't buy it in Jan. I'm telling you, buy it while you still have money because you're going to hate yourself in Jan. Buy it. They're going to give you that list of like, here's what's needed for next year. You can order it in advance. Order it in advance, people. Do it.
But I hate that the whole school bag thing, you have to buy from the school.
Everything.
Because, like, The school bus is like 500, 600 rand.
I mean, if you go into those bougie Model C schools, I mean, some schools you don't have to. So
our school wasn't bougie though.
Your primary school?
No, our high school. At some point, I think
it is bougie. You kidding?
Okay, fine. Okay.
For a public school?
Okay.
It's a public school. Don't get us wrong. We didn't go to private school, but for public school, it is bougie.
People think it's a private school for some reason.
Yeah, because that's what he was trying to do.
Okay, true.
He was trying to give it to that level.
Who is in Stellenbosch now?
No, he's in Paul.
Oh.
Is it? I can't say which one, but he's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's even gone. No, we can still have 10 minutes left.
Okay.
It's yeah. So what were we talking about? Sorry. Kids. See, 4 is good. I mean, for me, it's like if I have one, if that ever happens, by default, I have to have a second.
Of course.
I can't have an only child.
I can't have a lone child.
By default, I don't care if you guys hate each other, but you'll have each other. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So by default, I'll have to have another one. We're like, okay, fuck, fine. Here we go. Now, if I get 2-for-1 deal, if I get
say it like that.
If I get a 2-for-1 deal, 3-for-1 deal, I'm done.
3?
I'm done.
Yes.
I'm one and done. That's the only reason why I would want twins or triplets is because I would be like, this is the first time and the last time. It's not happening again.
Liters of like yogurt
and titty milk.
Oh my god. You lose a lot of weight though, like immediately.
The titty milk that will have to be excised from my titty. Is just.
I'm crying.
Yeah, no, but I'm used to that now.
Sure.
I can ignore that very well.
I think for me, like I'm not one to like run and like panic over a child, but like sometimes
you just want it to stop. I get it.
Because okay, what I would do or used to do, because I don't know for my baby cousin, but I would do when she would cry, like I wouldn't panic. I would just like hold her, comfort her, just wait for her to stop.
Yeah.
Because like there's nothing I can do that's gonna make her feel better.
Yeah, I mean,
like she's fed, she's changed, she's clean.
She just can't speak.
True.
Even now with the older kid, he can speak very well. He just chooses not to use his words. So. He just chooses not to use his words. I'm like, why are you crying? Use your words. Tell me what's wrong.
You can talk now.
I'm like, you're crying. Just tell me what's wrong. I don't understand.
Love my baby cousin. She's like slowly growing her vocabulary. Mm-hmm. So now every time her mom leaves, she doesn't say bye-bye to her. She says, "Kantengele I fruit ne airtime." I'm like,
wow.
Oh. Oh.
That's cute. Girl, is this mold on my pop filter?
I think it is.
Ew.
I wanted to say something, but
No, it's not. It's dust.
Okay, I hope so.
It's dust.
Anyway.
I mean, where would the mold come from? That's my thing. There's nothing moldy.
Moisture?
There's no moisture in this bitch, is there?
How do you know?
Okay, ew. Whatever.
Moist.
5 to 10. 5 to 10. So you see yourself married, pregnant, barefoot in the kitchen.
Whoa.
I'm trolling, relax.
I want to be at kid 4 by like 37.
Okay, that's a good age.
Married, ew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I don't trust people like that.
Yeah, ew. It's the
audacity for me.
That
yes,
it's the pageantry of it. It's like everything, ew. Especially if you're hetero. It's very much a whole makoti thing, and I'm like, I would rather cut my own fucking throat than do that. I would rather cut my throat. What am I doing? I mean, sorry, trigger warning, but like.
Late now.
But like, I was like, then to do all of this performing for you guys, I don't even like you. I like the person I'm with. I don't like you.
I don't have to like you either.
I'm not coming for Christmas. Y'all coming to my house.
This is my family now.
You're coming to my family. I'm not coming here for Christmas. To labor. To labor.
On my leave?
Excuse me. No, thank you. No, but in general, also, I think men in general, let me not get too serious. It's just...
Oh, men are...
Yeah. So.
Ew.
You know when it's like...
What? Say it.
Have you ever seen the clip from Martin that's always trending where Martin is breaking up with Gina?
Yes.
And then he's like, step! Yes. Leave! And then she goes to leave.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it's like, no, don't leave me. that is a fantastic representation of men.
Oh, absolutely. In all, not even just with relationships. Think of it as Gina as a concept. Think of Gina as salaries. Think of Gina as, feminism. Think of everything.
For me,
men are just full of shit.
And
fuck men. Here's another list.
We're never gonna get anywhere with this podcast.
Joking, love you. Thanks for listening. I know that the two men that I asked to listen to this are listening. Thank you so much. But fuck you as well.
It's like, when you're just like, 8 times out of 10, I just be like, man, you don't deserve the hand you're with. It's like, especially like I've seen some basic shit happening, and I've seen it from both sides, sure.
Yeah.
But it's an 80-20 situation. It's an 80-20 situation.
Man, I could go on for hours.
Who's more important to you than me right now? What are you checking?
Work?
Oh, true that.
I didn't mean like that.
No, it is more important, let's be honest.
But yeah.
What show? 2:30?
2:30. Like, my grandmother used to love saying that to me.
2:30?
2:30. But I can't.
And it is really 2:30, so it works. So yeah, it's 5 years.
5 years is not very long, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure I should I'm sure I'll try some sort of situation, some sort of relationship situation. I'll try it. Things but it's the idea of, it's such an effort to do it properly. It's the effort that I don't think I have in me. And also the thing of, I get so irritated with people so quickly. It would never last long.
People you're used to.
It won't last long. I'd be like, oh, this is stupid. You're dumb. Leave.
Step.
Yeah, and so I don't think I'd be able to stay in something that would be that long lasting yet. Once I learn to become more tolerant of people's, isms and people's, what the way that they do their life.
Yes.
It's not even so much how people live their life. It's more so much like
how they are.
Maybe personality. Mm-hmm. I'm very finicky in that way. But
do you think maybe you would do better with someone who's like you?
I knew you would ask that. I was like, I know exactly what she's going to ask. No, in some ways, yes, in some ways, no. Mm. There's certain common ground things, but in most things, it's like, if you look at my friends, none of my friends are like me.
True. That's very true.
But we still have certain common ground shit. Like, it's just, we're very here with it. Very on the loyal to the soil type.
Yeah. Children of the ground.
Yeah, but not of like the African soil, really.
Oh.
I mean, like, what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm of the African soil, but I'm not like, like that.
Something confusing. Unrelated. On Twitter, this guy was like, I can't believe that there are people from Africa coming to Cape Town. I'm like...
To do what? Wait, what?
I can't believe there are people from Africa coming to Cape Town.
Is this person black?
Mm-mm. But they're from here.
Mm.
But like, what do you mean? You're in...
They don't know that. This is mini Europe.
I feel like...
When you get to Camp Spey, it's Monaco.
Facts.
So, it's very understandable, especially if they... It's not understandable, don't get me wrong, but it's like... I understand that ignorance if you're coming from that side of the world.
Yeah.
But also, even in general, there's some South Africans who think this is like the Beyonce of Africa.
I feel like, I don't know.
But I mean, in general, like, if you're African, you're African, you're African, whether you're here or you're in Cairo. So...
Hate myself for that. Anyway.
I'm so upset.
It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll live through it.
Yeah, well.
You have?
I'm just in pain right now.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, I'm old, people. That's one thing about aging. As in 5 years, I see myself hopefully healed.
I hope so too.
Or with arthritis. One of the two.
Okay.
One of the two.
Because at the trajectory you're going at, ma'am, I'm scared.
I wouldn't be surprised at some point if I have like some sort of like...
I'm worried about your mobility.
A herniated disc or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm literally a walking fixer-upper.
I would suggest, staying on the ground, not doing anything too out there.
You know what happened? It got worse. Because I was managing it very well. I realized this in retrospect. I don't like to really make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
But when the robbery happened...
Yeah.
I remember I was pushed, or not necessarily pushed, tackled onto the ground. But the way I landed was on my back. Like that. And the next day, it was like I felt like I had been run over by a truck on my back. Like from here.
Okay, you don't have to smack me.
All the way down there. It was like, but it was mostly up here and down there. Not so much here in the middle. But
I guess because of the curvature of the back.
And also maybe I was guarded a little bit by my bra.
Maybe.
Because it does hold you a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was...
bras.
And ever since then... Yeah. That's never quite healed. Hair has never quite... It flares up a lot more often than it used to in university and high school. Mm. And that... The
ass.
Not the ass. The sacrum. And the sacrum. That is just gone from shit to shit. It's gone from shit to shit.
Yeah.
It's gone worse. But it was bad before then. It wasn't like I was living my best life before then.
Yeah. I think you've generally always had... Well, from as long as I've known you.
Yes. No, that's...
From high school.
Yeah, but also that is true because it started in high school.
Yeah.
So there is that. Hopefully I see myself healed and
I wish that
happy
on you.
Happy. I want to be happy.
What is happy?
Well, happy or like content and not empty. So I want the feeling, hopefully there's a fulfillment that will come in the next 5 years from something.
I want that for you. I hope you really get that.
And then, so fulfillment, guap.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully I've seen movement in either one of my careers. Hopefully music though. And maybe get into some songwriting. Maybe do some voiceover acting.
Ooh, that burp felt good. Sorry.
So summarize your life. Oh, if the kid happens, the kid happens. Yep, go.
For me, I would love for the school thing to pop off. Because I know for sure as soon as I leave, I'll get a job, be officially in the creative world, making money as well. I want to be comfortable. I want to live in a space. I don't want to live with people. I don't want to live with people anymore. Oh my gosh. And
so that's the immediate goal in the next 2 years?
Hopefully.
Because not next year doesn't count because you'll be studying.
Well, true. So finishing my degree, be in the creative world, living comfortably, and not being lonely. Shit.
Do you have anywhere to live?
Not right now. I'm not married to anywhere right now.
Okay, when you say not being lonely, I hope you're not placing that relationship to solve that problem.
Sorry?
When you say you don't want to be lonely, why is your face so serious?
No, I'm confused.
Sorry.
What are you...
Why your face got so serious?
I'm so confused.
I'm saying you were saying you don't want to be lonely, right?
Yeah.
And then earlier you were saying you want to be in a relationship, right?
Oh.
So your relationship mustn't solve that.
Okay, no, honey. No. Okay.
That's the way your face got so serious. Like,
what? Okay, anyway, bye. I'm done.
Is there anything else you see yourself?
No.
Summarize? School?
Cats. I want cats.
Okay.
I really would love to have cats. Maybe 2. So they don't be lonely.
Please just let them have fur.
Fine.
Because those ugly ass ones that you want are just... They're
whatever.
Disgusting. They're disgusting. They look slimy. They look like...
To you.
Okay.
So sorry. I just saw the meme.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect timing.
I know.
I'm sorry.
All right. This is a nice episode.
Bye.
I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys if you see you guys.
Enjoy.
Yeah, otherwise, wait too.
You learn.